I'm Sayaka. I'm a full-time housewife. I do a ton of chores every day, but my family doesn't appreciate it. To make it worse, my husband Koichi, he's always belittling me, saying being a stay-at-home mom isn't really work.
Hey, I'm home.
Oh, hi.
What's with that cold response? I've been working my butt off all day and I'm beat, you know. Least you could do is greet me with a smile.
I'm sorry, I'm just a little tired today.
I'm way more exhausted than you. Being a stay-at-home mom is basically like being jobless, right? How can you possibly be tired?
Koichi has a daughter named Rika, my stepdaughter. She is a 16-year-old high school student. Even though she's old enough to know better, she still looks down on me. Just like Koichi does, because she grew up seeing him do it. I'm back! Rika, what time do you think it is? You're still in high school, you shouldn't be out so late. So annoying, it's none of your business. But you see...
Yeah, Rika's got a point. You're not even her real mom. Don't bother her.
But she's still in high school, you know?
Hey, who's the one keeping food on the table? Quit going against Rika and me. Just shut up and do your chores.
Ugh, okay. You pissed him off. Rika laughed as she tossed her bag aside and started taking off her uniforms, leaving them scattered around. It's been 6 months since we got married. I didn't know Koichi was such a jerk. Koichi and I originally met at work.
Sayaka, will you marry me?
I was really happy when he proposed to me. But then he told me he had a daughter, Rika. At first, I was confused, but I liked Koichi. And Rika seemed like a nice, mature girl when I first met her, so I said yes to his proposal. He wanted me to stay home and take care of Rika, believing that women should do the housework. I felt that Koichi was being a bit selfish, but I accepted and quit my job to make our marriage life happy. But here's the situation now. Working those days was a blast. In my room, I have documents and other materials from my job back then, and sometimes I look at them and get lost in thought. Oops, gotta get that thing done today. So I fired up the computer. Then Rika suddenly barged into my room. Uh-oh, you're slacking off on your chores and playing games. Rika, it's not a game, you know. I know you play games like that sometimes. I'm gonna tell Dad if you're slacking off like that. Feels like I'm being watched even when I'm in my own room. But I get it. Society tends to look down on stay-at-home moms. I know I don't get paid for doing housework, so I can't speak up about it. But I'd really appreciate hearing some words of appreciation every now and then. Day by day, I grew weary of enduring their insults and cold attitudes. Then one day, something happened that broke me.
Damn it!
As soon as Koichi got home, he clicked his tongue in irritation. Oh, you're back. What's wrong?
I got my performance review today. My rating was so low that there's no chance of a promotion.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's tough.
That's tough? You think that's enough? It's partly your fault too, as a stay-at-home mom.
What? Why?
I come home exhausted every day, and you don't do anything to help me out. My shirts aren't properly ironed, and your cooking is terrible. It's affecting my career.
That's not fair. I wash your shirts every day, and I cook for you.
You need to work harder. Don't you even know what that means, you unemployed loser?
Nothing I said seemed to get through to him, who was at the peak of his anger.
Must be nice to stay at home all day doing nothing. I'm working my ass off. And you're just lounging around watching TV, right?
That's not true. I'm working hard on the housework every day. And besides, you're the one who asked me to quit my job and stay home.
Don't talk back to me. This is my time to vent.
What's the problem with you? Seeing Koichi throw a tantrum like a kid, I just lost the will to argue. And just when things couldn't get worse, Rika came home at that moment. She looked even more pissed off than usual. This sucks. I wish that teacher would get fired. Rika, you shouldn't talk like that about a teacher who's been good to you. What? Stop butting into my business all the time. It's so annoying. But, Your non-stop pestering is seriously stressing me out and messing with my school. I'm just worried about you. Worried? You, some jobless loser, are worried about me? I'm not so lame that I need someone like you worrying about my future. Rika.
You can say that again, Rika. It's all on you. You're such a lousy wife.
Yeah, I know, right? Just zip it and make sure you do all the house chores perfectly. With the lack of sleep lately and their harsh words getting to me, I just couldn't take it anymore and ended up staying in my bedroom all day. I can't deal with their constant harassment anymore. While I was thinking about that, I got a phone call. Mother-in-law? It was Koichi's mother. I'm close with my mother-in-law, and we sometimes meet up, just the two of us. Oh, hi. What's up today? Actually, there's someone who wants to meet you, Sayaka. Someone who wants to see me? Yes, I also need to talk to you about something. So how about meeting up soon? Oh, sure. When do you want to meet? Picking a time when Koichi and Rika weren't around, I decided to go see my mother-in-law. A few days later, I met up with my mother-in-law at a cafe. When I got to the cafe, there was some stranger with my mother-in-law. Who's this? Why don't you hear what this person has to say? Then I'm sure you'll make up your mind. What? Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Mikako. Hi, nice to meet you too. And then I heard this story from this lady named Mikako. And the next day...
Hey, I'm back. What's going on? You didn't even turn on the light. Whoa, you scared me. Why are you sitting here? At least flick on the light. Huh? What's up with you? Why so quiet?
I'm home. Huh? What are you guys doing here?
Sayaka's something off.
What? Maybe she's thinking something weird again anyway, right? Rika, you're back too, huh? Well, it's perfect timing because I've got something to talk to you guys about.
What is it?
I'm quitting being a mom today.
What did you say?
I've already filled out the divorce papers. I just need your signature.
What are you talking about? You don't have the guts to go through with a divorce, do you?
Of course not. You think that's gonna freak us out? Actually, I met your mother yesterday.
Huh? My mom?
We met up at a cafe, and your mom brought someone with her. Her name is Mikako. My mom? Why? She told me about you guys. At the cafe that day, Mikako told me. I divorced Koichi because he was just so unreasonable. Whenever work didn't go well, or something bad happened, he was always blaming it on me. That's exactly like my situation. Rika grew up witnessing that. So she ended up thinking Koichi was always right and I was wrong. When we got divorced, Rika insisted on staying with Koichi. But she's so tactless and messy, you know. I was worried she might be a handful for her new mom. I mean, for you, Sayaka. Oh, yeah. So I came here today to discuss taking Rika in. Wow, that's fine with me. So Koichi was always like that, huh? Wish I realized it much earlier. Sayaka, I'm sorry for my stupid son's behavior up until now. It's your life. You can live it however you want.
So, then you're divorcing me, huh? But I'm not gonna just roll over and accept that.
If you don't agree to the divorce, I'll just go ahead and file for divorce or something. I've already packed my things. All I have to do now is leave.
But what's the plan for bills? Can't survive on just being a stay-at-home mom, you know.
I've only been out of work for 6 months, and I have plenty of savings from while I was working. Plus, I've gained a lot of money by investing in stocks.
Stocks? When did you get into stocks?
You didn't know? Rika told you I was gaming on the computer or something, right? I was actually checking out stock charts, not playing games.
What?
Huh? It was stocks? I had no idea. I'm good for a while without working, and when I do decide to work, I've still got connections from my working days, so no need to worry.
Hey, hold on! You're taking me wrong! Without you being a stay-at-home mom, who's gonna cook dinner? Who's gonna wash my shirts clean and fresh?
It's your own thing. Why don't you handle them all yourself?
Oh, come on, Sayaka.
Then what about me? What's gonna happen to me now? What am I supposed to do? Mikako told me she's gonna take you in and give you a strict education. You better brace yourself for that. What? No way! You can't divorce Dad! I've already made up my mind. Nothing will change my mind.
No way! I don't like it! I want someone who's like a punching bag, who won't fall apart no matter how much I push her around.
Hey, do you even realize what you're saying? You suck! What a jerk you are. Come on, please. My mom's always been super strict with me. So if I end up living with her, it's gonna be all rules and discipline. Please don't divorce Dad. I told you I've already made up my mind. If you're gonna hold a grudge, better start by blaming yourselves for what you've done. Well then, goodbye.
Hey, hold up! Don't leave me!
No matter how much they cried and screamed, I just walked out, determined. After I returned to my parents' house, my mother-in-law told me that Koichi's life became a total mess. His shirts were all wrinkled, he's been living off instant noodles every day, so his skin got all messed up. He gained weight, and on top of that, he's been living in a filthy dump where he hardly ever cleans. Because of all that, he got passed up for promotions, started feeling left out at work, and eventually quit. I never thought he'd end up jobless, especially after all the insults he used to throw around. That's so pathetic. As for Rika, after Mikako took her in, she has to wake up at 5 o'clock a.m. every day to change her outlook on life, make her own lunch, study every day, and she's under strict orders to be home by 5 o'clock p.m. She was into partying at night, so it's probably tough, but good discipline for her. After spending some time back home, I decided to return to my career, diving back into the busy work life I had before. It felt like it suited me better that way. And I find it more relaxing to live as a working woman.